Welcome, y'all, to YouTube time and a cup of mud time with Madison Christine. You guys, today I am feeling moved to share and give honor to trauma. You guys, if we look at our world, it's traumatized. And there's a lot of videos, including myself, where we're doing a lot of self-improvement videos and all these things that are here to upgrade us and whatnot, and that's extremely important. The one thing I don't ever want to have lost in the mix is the respect of trauma. You guys, there's this idea that we create our own reality, and there is a truth to that, but I want to speak deeper to this as well. We all come into family systems with the DNA and ancestry. So we all come in with different challenges. Some it can be extreme anxiety, depression, manic depression. It can come in many different sort of ways, okay? And also depending on history and whatnot. So there's not one of us that comes in that doesn't come in with something to face, right? Whatsoever. So it's really important to give honor and respect that when we come in, we're already dealing with things that take a devotion in order to heal and clear and experience all the things we want to experience. And depending on how sensitive one is, the more sensitive one who comes in this world through the parental system, the more harsh and intense whatever abuse it is or trauma will the impact be. And the positive end of that, the more sensitive we are, the more awareness we also come in with. So it's important to honor, how deep trauma can get us. And I speak so humbly, coming from a severely traumatic background and spending years and years and years unwinding old wirings that were extremely toxic and working out relationships that will bring up, you guys, every relationship we all know will bring up the darkest of dark that has been unfaced in us, and the brightest of bright. But it's real and it's there, and you all know what I'm talking about, right? So I just want to give honor to that. Any child who's come through any of us, depending how the mom was with us and the father, the mother bond is even more intense. Often we play out those patternings until we get conscious. And if you've come in not well nurtured, you've come in abused, you've come in without a sense of love and safety around you, it's going to take a devotion and time to unwind from that and learn how not to hurt ourselves, how not to hurt yourself. So when these videos come out about upgrading or whatever, there's a lot out there on the scientific research behind changing the wiring and all of that. I just want to bring in the heart and soul and compassion and empathy for wherever you are at. Again, I personally have been going at this with strong devotion for 30 years of unwinding. So I'm experiencing the flip of the trauma in a sense, meaning experiencing a lot of joy that I only dreamed of, and appreciation of the moment and appreciation of the beauty in nature. There was a day when even a sunset, I would look at it and could barely take it in because I was in so much emotional pain. And that's a real part of the process too. So this is a video extending my heart to you wherever you are at. Whatever pain is up and you feel confused, conflicted, this is all part of unwinding. And again, like I've said, the consciousness on this planet, the light, the frequency is so high now that anything that's hidden must come out. So it can also come out really effing fucking hard right now and feel impossible. I remember when it used to feel impossible, but I always knew it was possible and I kept in. So shout out to the heart behind all of this, the compassion And you can do it. Any of us can heal this trauma. It doesn't mean that for the rest of your life you're not going to be doing things and being aware of things that help bring balance back. For example, when I go through a lot of change, I've noticed I used to get severe panic and trauma because I didn't have that mothering, nurturing warmth in my life when I was a baby and growing up. So I've had to really learn how to take better care of myself. Even in wintertime, how to put warmer clothes on. And you all can fill in the dots for your own histories, right? And for instance, I'm going to be moving, doing a big move in the next month. And I've had extra panic come up, overwhelm. And you guys check in with yourselves. Like for me, there's even like perceived threat where it isn't. So I'm very aware of that. I have my own self-care system through exercise, through not exercising as well, learning how to rest, through being careful who I bring into my life, what I eat, all these things through nurturing. If I don't do them, I get really unbalanced and overwhelmed very, very quickly. If I take too much on, wow. So it's a practice that I've had, and I still will get knocked off. So I want to be an example, a human example of someone who is thriving and will also experience PTSD that'll come up at certain moments in life. So you're not alone. It's not like someone perfectly shifts over, right? It's for me, it will forever be a devotion to my heart, to nurturing, to choosing the right people to be around, looking at the thoughts that are working and letting go of those that are not. So any of you that feel like what the motherfucking hell is going on right now, or you're in relationships and you're confused, I encourage you to tap back in. And if you're listening to me, you're most likely someone who's truly devoted to the truth of things. Because I know I'm fiery in that. And this isn't just some cotton candy shit that I'm putting out, right? This comes from deep soil and experience and deep care. And most likely you're as sensitive too, right? And so I encourage you to just think back. What was it like with my mom, with my dad? How did I feel treated? Are any of these feelings reminding me of the pain right now? Maybe you've dealt with addictions. You guys, addictions, ADHD, manic depression, all of these things are trauma responses. That's all they are. Trauma responses. And most often they come back, they point back to childhood. Maybe you had a real traumatic experience with the father. It can go, or just the caregiver, the grandparent, whatever it is, right? It's up to us to really put that child back in our arms and take care of that child. And so that is a huge encouragement back into the heart, back into respecting the trauma. It's here to help us. It can really be scary. That's why it's good to reach out to people who will deeply listen to you, not tell you what to do. They may have some directives for you, but where you feel felt and validated and you feel that person is human with you, that is where the resilience begins. So just wanted to share that, you guys. My heart to you wherever you're at, and you can get through this. If I can, anybody can. And there's so much promise ahead. And yes, it is a devotion. It's a lifetime devotion to self-love, to taking the time out for yourself. And I promise you, relationships get better and better as your relationship to yourself gets more clear. Give yourself that time. You deserve all the time you need. And thanks for meeting with me. It's MadisonChristine.net if you're interested in one-on-ones or just want to tap into more YouTubes on my site. And please hit subscribe if you're interested in further YouTubes. Thank you so much, and I'll meet you all on the flip.